Hey guys, techmadeezy, and thank you so much for clicking on our video today. Guys, I went out and I picked up the Apple Watch Ultra. And this thing is beautiful. I mean, really. But it's big and it's $800. Guys, this is not made for everyone. I mean, you can get a Series 7 or a Series 8 for like 400 bucks. So my battle is, should I keep the Series 7? Or should I upgrade to the Watch Ultra, right? I just don't know yet. This thing has a battery that's double the Series 7. It's water rated at 100 meters. It has the best GPS in any Apple Watch, and that's great for hikers and runners. This also has a military grade certification, which I have never heard in an Apple Watch. So guys, I am going to unbox this. I'm going to do some close-ups. I'm going to go over all of the features of this new watch. I'm going to do a slight comparison to the Series 7. And that's it. So why don't we get the party started? Boom. Let's go ahead with the unboxing. Now, I just had to show you this. Is this cool or what? The way they design the artwork in the box to match, I guess, the little booklet that you get. So here's your booklet, by the way. And I guess it's just going to show some of the accessories and different things about the watch, some close-ups. So we'll put that aside. Here's the watch, and here's the watch band. So here's what we get. Of course, we get the new Ultra. Let's go ahead and slide this out of here. And this thing is heavy. Definitely compared to another watch. I have the Series 7. Definitely heavy. So we'll take a close look at that in a moment. You get a braided charging cable now. So it's actually braided, as you can see, right? Type C, braided. And look at that. They even put like a little nickel on the side there. You get the Alpine loop watch band. Now this is like $100 if you buy it separately because it has titanium here, here, and here. So let me peel that out and take a look at it. It's light. It feels light. The watch is definitely heavier than a normal watch, but we'll play with this and we'll show you some close-ups of it on the watch. Let's take a moment and just kind of do a quick visual comparison of the Ultra and the 7. So if you look at it from, let's just look at it from the side for a moment. You can see that it is thicker and it is a little bigger, right? Your dial obviously has this protection bar along with your button there. If we go over to the left side, you actually have the new action button there. We look at the back. We can see that we've now got this new gray color here and some bolts. Kind of an industrial design. Interesting. Flat screen, rounded screen. That's the other thing too, right? This screen is flat. This one is rounded. Let's go ahead and go over some of the changes here. So when we look at the left side, I'll start off here on the bottom right-hand corner. So this is actually a siren, an 86 decibel siren. They say that can be heard up to 600 feet away. All right, we'll try that out. I'm going to put some ear protection on when I do that. And I'll also bring a decibel meter. This is the action button here. And I'll go over that in a little bit too. So you can see that not only can you assign a feature that you use, but you can also use this for one more thing. Here is your dual speaker. They say it's 40% louder than a Series 8. So I don't know how much louder it is in comparison to the Series 7 I have. Now, this is a microphone here on the corner, and your GPS antenna is built in here to this rim all the way around. They call it a precision GPS antenna, dual frequency. So that's really new. Calculating distance, pace, and route of your maps. So this is a GPS antenna right here, not cellular. So pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at the right side now. Start off right here. So this is a depth gauge. It'll give you a real-time measurement of depth down to 40 meters or 131 feet. Plus, the watch can do water temperature readings, so that's amazing. Again, if you're a diver, you're probably going to love this. Your digital crown, obviously we're all familiar with the digital crown, so that's good. Now, your side button, again, we're all familiar with the side button if you have an Apple Watch, right? You can press and hold to make an emergency call, retrieve your medical ID, access the siren. They say you can access this even when wearing gloves. Be pretty interesting, right? To see that, how it sticks out a little bit. So, but yet it's protected. And last, again, another microphone, right? They say there's a 3 microphone array in here, which will help in windy environments and things like that. So that's your close look on the right side. Now I'm going to put on this alpine loop, but I can tell you already, this is pretty fun to even like take off and put on. So it's supposed to be that when you put this on, it really stays on. So it's not too bad. I'm getting the hang of it, I guess. So if you're wondering what a 7 looks like next to an Ultra, well, that is the best I can do, at least showing you it on my wrist. It's thicker. Obviously a slightly bigger screen, but it's interesting. When I did some testing, you don't get to see more on this, even though it's a little bit bigger, but I'll show you that later on. So let me take off the 7. There it is with the band. And the band, again, is interesting too, the alpine loop. So you just learn how to turn it a certain way and it just locks into place. As you can see here, you can make it tighter or looser. These are comfortable. These nylon bands are comfortable. I just don't like the style. You know what I mean? I wish like it could all be that way, but this is style of these bands. I wanted to take a moment and show you, just side by side. You could see here I've got a couple of different watch faces. Brightness is up on both of these watches, by the way, 100%. Now if we go into the apps, all right, let me go ahead and go into app view, just kind of showing you really not a huge difference in visibility as far as size of screen. All right, but again, you got Mickey Mouse. Brightness is up all the way on these two. And I've got to take the garbage out tonight. Let's go over action button for a minute. So we're going to scroll down in the settings for action button. You're going to see here that it'll show you press 1, to record your route. So for instance, I've got backtrack on the button now, and then it actually shows you the gestures in the settings on what you would need to do. But if I click on this, you'll see that I can add workout, I can add stopwatch, waypoint, dive, and flashlight. So those are the options right now. So I've got backtrack, right? So if I get out, click the button, backtrack will start, and it tells you. It'll record your route in case you get lost. So that's really cool. So you saw that the action button, if it's pressed once, will do a certain function. But how do you use the other features of the action button? Well, all you do is hold the button down and a menu will pop up. You got siren, medical ID, compass backtrack, and emergency SOS. Now, why do I have a dB monitor here? Because you're probably going to want to lower your volume in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and show you how loud the siren can get. This siren is made to be heard up to 600 feet away. So get ready, because I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Lower your volume. So as you can see, this thing gets loud. Let's take a moment and compare these two. So one of the obvious, 49 mil or 45 mil. Definitely a difference as far as the casing is concerned. If you are a bike rider or you hike and GPS is important to you, this is the watch for you. It's got the new precision dual frequency GPS, L1 and L5, and it's built right into this rim. So something to think about. Processor S8 and S7. Now let's talk about water. Here's a big difference. This is 100 meter or 328 feet. This is 50 meters or 164 feet. Now check this out. This is dive certified, EN 13319, going to 40 meter or 130 feet. The other big thing with this guy is it's military grade certified, MIL STD 810H. Obviously the 7 doesn't have any military grade certification. So let's talk a little bit about screen resolution. The Ultra is 410 by 502 pixels, and the 7 is 396 by 484. Now, the way the brightness is measured, it's by nits, and the Ultra has 2,000 and the Series 7 has 1,000. As far as speakers are concerned, they both have one speaker and 3 microphones, but the Ultra has a larger speaker, and so that is going to play a much bigger part. They say the Ultra is 40% louder than the Series 8, so that's a pretty big difference there. The Ultra also has the siren that you heard before, an 86 decibel siren that you can hear up to 600 feet away. Rewind our video and you'll be able to hear and see our test. Just make sure you lower the volume. The Ultra has crash detection now. So that's a new feature. The weight on these guys here, the Ultra is 61.3 grams or 2.16 ounces. The 7 is 38.8 grams or 1.12 ounces. As far as Bluetooth, The Ultra has the newer version of Bluetooth, so the connection is going to be a stronger connection. 5.3 is the version, and the 7 has 5.0. As you know, the Ultra also has a customizable action button, which is new, and we showed you that earlier, along with these new bands. Not only are they titanium, but the way they hook in, they'll be pretty hard to come off of you in the case that you're hiking and things like that. So we hope that the specs help you out here. So I guess the question is this right for you, right? Do you hike? Do you bike ride? Do you dive? Do you swim? Do you want something with more battery life, more water resistancy, that rugged look that this has, right? This is a tank. This thing should last a while, especially with the longer battery, you know, and just how durable this thing is. For me, I'm not sure yet. You know, am I sticking with my Series 7 or am I going to keep both? Well, I guess I'll find out. I'm going to use it for a little while longer and I'll make that decision. Look, I hope this video helped you in some way. If it did, give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. By the way, if you're new to the channel, take a moment and subscribe, and I will put our social media up here. You can join us, you could follow us, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Hey guys, take a moment and give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. As you can see, Brooklyn, she's waving her tail for you. Take a moment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell and you'll get notified of new videos we come out with. Also, follow us and contact us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.